live on ASB Media as well. I just started a live stream for the TGO and Entertainment. So, yes, I think hopefully by now we are live. And we should be live at any moment by now. Oh yeah, we also have 2 viewers watching on Famine Archive, so yeah, pretty cool. Let me check. Alright, we are live on all channels, so yes, I will be doing another, I'll retake my opening here, but yes, hello everyone, and welcome to Asphere's Cafe. Today is Wednesday, June 11, 2025, and you know what that means. We are back on air after a long time, and as again, I will be stating as to why my show didn't push through yet last Monday and yesterday is because it has to do with the special coverage of cool news related to the political coverage at the time, which again I really do not want to mention on my show. Alright, so we will start off right away with the Tech Cafe, and then we will get into it. So our top tech headlines for tonight is, of course, we are going to be taking a look at what's unveiled from Apple with their WWDC 2025, and I have also heard that they have also renamed or I should say, changed the way how they name their OS now. So yeah, we're gonna get into that in a bit. So let me just fire up the screen sharing website where I always go to, and let's just turn the camera on right now. Let me just hook that up right now. Alright, I think it's on. So yeah, who is in the stage? We have Libby. Hello Libby, welcome to Qualcomm stage. And Dreamcar. Hey Dreamcar, I'm gonna invite you right now. Dreamcar, you're in. Hello.
Right.
Hello Dreamcar.
Hello.
Yes. Okay, I think Dreamcar is having microphone problems. Oops. Oops, sorry Dreamcar. Hold on. Okay.
Hello.
Dreamcar, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes.
Dreamcar, come here. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yo, Dreamcar, how are you?
I forgot to tell the intro. Oops.
Alright, so now let's get into the tech news first, because I have something to show what's important right now, and of course that has to do with the WWDC 2025. So let's head over to the website, of course, as we will be taking a look what's new with iOS, Mac OS, Watch OS, tvOS, and Vision OS. So here it is. I'm just going to fire up the thing right now. There should be Apple. There we go. And hopefully we are able to see anything here. Let me just check. Okay, I do see a screen share. Alright, ladies and gents, here it is. This is what we are looking at the Apple's Apple website's homepage right now. So yeah, let's get into that. So what we are seeing here is the WWDC 2025, which I'm not going to be watching it here, but we have iOS 26, which is formerly rumored to be iOS 19, but they are now naming it after years. So that is pretty interesting that they're going with the iOS 26 instead of iOS 19. Mac OS 26 also version bump, along with iPad OS 26. Alongside, we also have Watch OS 26 and Vision OS 26. Most importantly, we'll be taking a look at the iOS, iPad OS, and Mac OS. So let's start with iOS 26. So this is how iOS 26 looks like, and their design language system is called Liquid Glass. Now, I have heard some people do not like the change, and people are complaining the change. So it makes sense for them to criticize it. But for me, I don't think the design is that bad. It looks pretty cool, I would say. But people are calling out against Apple. Why are they opting for this design? So you can see how it looks. Let me just go back to the first page. So here it is, a new design with liquid glass, beautiful, delightful, and instantly familiar. And then you have the visual intelligence, which lets you search, ask questions, and take action with the content, of course. And then you have new way to customize your chat too. Pretty cool. And we have, and you can also do the live translation for in iMessages, FaceTime, and what else? What did I miss? Phone. There you go. Phone. So let's go to the next page, and they have their new screen limit tools, which is nice to see that, or screen call. And then of course you have some more features with CarPlay. Now if you go to the next one, this is how the design looks like. If you guys can see here, I think the design looks pretty cool, I would say, and I do like how the icons look. And for the design here, you have of course a new set of features which you can expect. So you have liquid glass here, a fresh design, a more vibrant lock screen. The lock screen looks cool, I would say. Updated app icons crafted from liquid glass, okay. Dynamic navigation and controls. So people are also saying that this reminds them about Windows Vista, which I agree with here. And then you also have the return of the navigation bar on Photos app. They took it out and now they put it back. Pretty interesting. And you have Apple Intelligence, which only works if you have Apple Intelligence support. If you have Apple Intelligence supported phones. So you have live translation, visual intelligence, all of these Apple Intelligence features, which is obviously AI. And then for the communications, you have now the way which is called call screening, and you can screen new senders, and you can now let the phone app put on hold, which is nice. Yeah, pulse in messages, nice addition. And finally, you can have a background. You can now set a chat background, which is cool. In the built-in messages app, I'm asking that this is built-in the messages app. So there's plenty of new features you can go through right here. Like, yeah, that is pretty cool. And this one I believe is US only, but the rest should be available for all regions here. And the new games app, interesting. So it looks like they might have revamped their games app, which is formerly called Game Center app, but it's now called as Games. So this is looking nice, I would say. And there is a lot to go with here. And for the compatible devices, well, the XS, XR are now out of question because they have removed support for the A12 Bionic devices. And correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, XR, XS no longer in the list, so they will be stuck with iOS 18. While the rest, starting with iPhone 11, iPhone SE second gen, and so on, it will carry over to the next version of iOS 26. So there you go. So that's our first look at the iOS, and now let's take a look what's new with iPad OS. So here is the iPad OS 26. It's literally the same thing as iOS, but a little bit, but not a little bit, but more optimized for iPad. So yeah, same thing here, same thing, of course. Now this is interesting for multitasking. So this is how it looks now. We have more powerful windowing. That's how they call it. Let's just repeat that. Pretty nice, pretty cool. That's how it does. You have window tilting. You have new ways to control your windows. OMG. Okay, so they are now incorporating elements from Mac OS, which is pretty cool. Expose. You have menu bar. Much needed change. Finally, they have menu bar coming to iPad OS, so they are really taking elements coming from Mac OS, which is pretty cool to see. And there are more stuff to get done. Now you have folders and the dock. Wow. So yeah, guys, I'm quite shocked to say that iPad OS is becoming a little bit embed to be more like Mac OS. Pretty cool. Supercharged Files app, and you can now customize your app folder color. Pretty cool. Preview. Preview. Background task. Nice one. And then you also have the usual AI features. And additionally, we have phone app that is finally coming to iPad. Cool. Contact posters, I might have missed that. And yeah, that is pretty much it. And as for what's new here, calendar app now lets you write an equation with 3 variables in math notes and create a graph in 3 dimensions. And for the compatible devices, I don't see much change. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going to look up iPad OS 26 in Wikipedia right now. So let me just check if the compatible devices are still the same. Okay, so almost the same. It's just the only iPad that will be dropped for iPad OS 26 is the 7th gen of iPad. So yeah, it now requires iPad 8 gen and later, while the rest is still the same. So there you go, guys. That's iPad OS. And now, finally, for the Mac OS, we have pretty cool. They are also getting a liquid glass makeover. So yeah, you have the same thing here, and then you also have personalized controls and menu bar. It looks pretty cool. It really does. At least to me, huh? It may vary based on your opinion, but for me, I would say that the design looks pretty cool. And then you have the live activities, and now phone app is also coming to Mac. Pretty cool. And then you also have a Spotlight update. Ooh, look at that. You can now send a quick message through Spotlight, which is pretty nice. And then you have a faster way to browse. And of course, automation. And there's a lot right here. So for the Mac OS compatibility devices, this is going to be the last Mac OS version that will support Intel-based devices, and afterwards, Mac OS 37 or 28. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're gonna drop support. So yeah, there you go. That's how Apple's gonna do a final straw with the transition. I would say for full transition from Intel to Apple Silicon. But yeah, you can see the compatibility is MacBook Air with Apple Silicon, all of above. And here is the one that is still on Intel, right here. iMac, of course, and yeah. But yes, they are slowly but surely going to get rid of Intel-based support. So this is only a matter of time before Apple finally drops the support for Intel for the newer macOS versions. And by the way, it's called macOS Tahoe. Tahoe, yes, Tahoe, yes. That's how Apple pronounces it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yes, that's how Apple calls it the new version for the macOS for this version. All right, we're going to take a break now. It is now 6:46 in the evening, as we will return with more news headlines. Not news headlines. Oh my god. I'm not sorry. As we will return with more coffee sessions right here on Asphere's Coffee. Our sponsors: Asphere's Aircon, Dreamforce Pizza, Capinoy Coffee, Melody Mart, and DLS Koroke. Asphere's Coffee will return after these messages.
This program was brought to you by Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus. Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you. Capinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Capinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation. Melody Mart. Your everyday vibe for convenience. And TLX Karaoke. Ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan.
Trust. It's
It's a bond that is nurtured for years, from generation to generation. At Asphere, our greatest accomplishment is earning the trust of millions of satisfied users in the Philippines alone, making life cool and comfortable for over 100 years now. Asphere, the air conditioning expert. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Ang mas masarap na pizza ay andito na. Dream Cars Pizza, the finest pizza in the Philippines. Rich sauce, crispy crust, smooth creamy cheese, maraming toppings to choose from. And not only that, may frozen pizza rin sila. Take your pizza on the go. Dream Cars Pizza. We make the pizza the Dream Cars way.
For deliveries, call 141-9191. That's 141-9191.
Dream Cars Frozen Pizza are also available in supermarkets near you.
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you.
Dream Car Karaoke po, tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation.
Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Subukan niyo na ang Melody Mart Onigiris. Maraming fillings na pwedeng pagpilian. May classics, locals, at premium fillings na suwag magpapasaya ng sanyo.
Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart. Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Biking, meron rin tayong Overload Onigiris na mas pinalaki, mas maraming fillings.
Price starts at 55 pesos. Bumili na ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Melody Mart Onigiris. Price starts at 55 pesos. Available in Melody Mart outlets nationwide.
Melody Mart, your everyday vibe for convenience.
Ang hanap ng Red Horse Beer, extra strong na tulad mo. Lakas ng tama pero di wasak sa hamon ng bukas. Panatag ang loob na bukas nanamnamin ang tagumpay. Red Horse Extra Strong, the #1 extra strong beer in the world. Drink responsibly.
Mamadaming time sa lahat ng gusto nyo. Mamadaming time, Champion Detergent ang gamit ko. Champion na!
Sa Champion Quick Wash Technology, less time sa lavada, more time sa pamilya.
Let's use our energy the right way. Here are your energy efficiency quick tips for the day. Did you know that there's a hidden energy thief lurking in your home? It's called the phantom load, also known as standby power or vampire power. It is the sneaky energy consumption that occurs when your electronic devices are turned off but still plugged in. It's like an invisible phantom silently draining your electricity and inflating your electric bills. You can be in control of your energy usage with just one simple step. Unplug all your electronic devices when not in use.
Magkasama tayo para sa maginhawang bukas ng bagong Pilipinas.
You have the power. Energy efficiency starts with you. This is a public service announcement from the Department of Energy and the station.
Kakain ka na lang, pinagtaya mo pa? Pusta de peligro yan! Uutang ka pa para makapaglaro? Pusta de peligro yan! Hindi ka na makabayad ng bills, kakahabol ng talo? Pusta de peligro yan! Ang gaming, dapat fun lang. Pag pusta de peligro na, pause na muna! DigiPlus is the parent organization of Bingo Plus, Arena Plus, and Game Zone. Visit pagcor.ph/regulatory or email keepitfun@pagcor.ph. Gaming for 21 years old and above only. Game responsibly. Keep it fun.
Tignan sa ilalim ng cap o selyo ng Ginebra products at i-claim ang price sa partner outlets. Runs from March 15 to July 31 per DOH FDA CFRR permit number 0017 series of 2025. Drink responsibly.
Miss, pabili ng Farex B.
ha? Ayaw ko ng iba.
Buong Pilipinas ay far excited! Hindi nagpapahinto sa ngalay, tusok, manhid sa tulong ng Farex Vitamin B1, B6, B12 with proper diet and healthy lifestyle.
If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Your home for relaxing favorites.
And we are back. It is now 6:53 in the evening as we continue our conversations right here on Asphere's Cafe. Okay, so let's continue with our tech cafe since I didn't get to cover yesterday and last Monday because of the preemptive thing. Okay, so let's get back into what we're gonna show you right now. Whoops, let me just search the words right here. Okay, here it is. So, okay, well, that's off to some bad start here. So Amazon is about to be flooded with AI generated video ads. Oh boy, oh no! I wonder why Amazon is doing this. So let's get into that right now. So Amazon is making it easier for sellers to quickly create generative AI ads on its platform. Sometimes with just a single click. Amazon AI Ads Video Generator, a free advertising tool introduced in beta last year, now has some new tricks and is generally available for sellers in the US to create photorealistic video assets in 5 minutes or less. New capabilities include motion improvements to show items in action, which Amazon says it's best for showcasing products like toys, tools, and worn accessories. For example, Video Generator can now create clips that show someone wearing a watch on their wrist and checking the time instead of simply displaying the watch on the table. The tool generates 6 different videos to choose from and allows brands to add their logos to the finished results. The Video Generator now can now also make ads with multiple connected scenes that include humans, pets, text overlays, and background music. The editing timeline shown in Amazon's announcement video suggests the ads max out at 21 seconds. So let's take a look at this, how the AI generated video ads looks like. You just saw the trailer of not trailer. You just saw how Amazon AI generated ads work, and honestly, you can tell it's very realistic. Like, my goodness gracious, it's realistic if you guys ask me. All right, so let's continue. Let's continue with reading here. So a new video summarization feature can create condensed video ads from existing footage, such as demos, tutorials, and social media content. Amazon says Video Generator will automatically identify and extract key clips to generate new videos formatted for ad campaigns. A one-click image-to-video feature is also available that creates shorter GIF-style clips to show products in action. So, since it's only going to be available in US, well, yeah, at least it's free. Well, at least it's free. It's not going to cost you anything. But if you're gonna do something with AI generated ads, well, good luck with that, I would say, because for me, I do not want this to be abused. I do see some potential for those who are into AI, but I just hope it doesn't take over. So yeah, that's all I can say right now. All right, let's head over to another one. Oh yeah, I do also want to mention that I have some articles prepared already from yesterday. Let me just bring this up. I do have articles already prepared. Alright, so let's head over to Windows 11. Let's head over to Windows 11 news here. And now it looks like you're now trying Microsoft's new start menu. So, Microsoft is now allowing Windows 11 testers to try out a new, larger start menu that includes a scrollable interface, new views, and more customizability. An early version of the new start menu first started showing up in Windows 11 build in April, followed by Microsoft's official announcement in May. Today's dev channel release lets you try it out officially for the first time. So, this is coming from the Windows Insider team, which explained, we're making it easier for you to launch your apps with our updated scrollable start menu. This scrollable start menu means that all apps is now at the top level, so you don't have to navigate to a second page to find your apps. So this is how it looks like. And I'm gonna frankly be honest with you guys, this looks like it's one of the much needed upgrades for the start menu. So at least you don't have to let's say, at least you don't have to click all to find your apps. So yeah, not anymore at least. So that's good news. So yeah, you'll also be able to disable the recommended section at long last. Users have long been asking for this. They can finally disable recommended section, so that's good news to hear. So you can see more of your apps and choose two new views, category and grid. The default category view groups apps by category, and the grid view is ordered alphabetically, more like a traditional list view. Microsoft has also made the start menu larger based on the screen size of the device or monitor. On larger devices, users can expect to see 8 columns of print apps, 6 recommendations, and 4 columns of categories in the start menu, according to the Windows Insider team. On smaller devices, you will see 6 columns of print apps, 4 recommendations, and 3 columns of categories. There's also a new mobile device button on the start menu that lets you expand or collapse the phone link interface that appears alongside the start menu. Microsoft is also allowing Windows 11 users to choose what lock screen widgets appear, allowing you to add or remove widgets and rearrange them for the lock screen. And finally, this latest dev channel build also includes a new gamepad keyboard update that lets you sign into a PC with a PIN code using a controller. So this is how it looks like if you're using Xbox controller. They are now letting you enter your PIN with the gamepad, and I think this is pretty neat, like what Nintendo Switch is doing. This is part of Microsoft's work to improve Windows 11 on handheld gaming devices like the recently announced ROG or Republic of Gamers Xbox Allied devices. So there you go. Also in the news, in the tech happenings rather, Roku is experimenting with a new homepage that aims to make it easier to jump into your favorite apps and discover new things to watch. The test is rolling out to a small number of Roku users now and adds new sections like quick access, which automatically populates with the apps you visit the most. That means if you're watching Netflix a lot, let's say, or often per use Roku's selection of action movies across multiple apps, the service will put shortcuts to those destinations beneath quick access. Right now, there's no way to manually remove or add apps to the quick access section, but Preston Smalley, who is Roku's vice president of your product, tells The Verge that the company is trying some different approaches to this. One of the things we know that's going to be really important is that it just needs to work right out of the box, Smalley said. We're definitely trying to see how much control people want, but that's something we want to hear from customers on. Well, if they're gonna listen to at least if they're gonna listen to their feedback, well, take it seriously, I would say. With the redesign, you will no longer land on the left-hand sidebar when you select the home button on the remote either. Now your cursor will automatically appear within the grid on the home page, while the panel on the left side remains closed. Roku also moved some of the panel's options to the main grid, including live TV and feature free, with the goal of making them easier to find. We had actually some pretty compelling and delightful destinations, but there was only a minority of people that were finding them, Smalley said. What we think will happen with this change and with what we're testing is that more users will actually discover some of these great ways to browse across the platform. These two options now like beneath the best across your streaming services section, along with some new tiles as subscriptions where you can view all of your subscription-based content, and for you, which Smalley said is a reimagining of Roku's want to watch option that serves up personalized recommendations. So, that looks pretty interesting. If you guys can see here, and you also have easy access to inputs. You'll also find a what are you in the mood for section that lets you browse shows and movies within different categories such as new and popular, food and drama. Though Roku has been experimenting with different types of ads in recent months, the amount or types of ads isn't changing as part of this homepage redesign. To watch marquee ad on the right side of the homepage will stay in its place, but Roku is moving an ad placement beneath your top picks, along with another pre-filled slot that could display a shortcut to trending events like Emmys or show personalized recommendations. We're always looking to make the Roku experience just better, more intuitive, more engaging, and even more personalized while we add. What we want to do is make sure that the home screen experience fits well with just how you watch TV today. As Roku continues testing its new design, it may move things around a bit, so you may not see the format exactly as described here. The company plans on collecting user feedback before widely rolling out the change, and will also give users the ability to opt out of the update during the test. So, do I think the update is good? Well, we'll see how people are gonna say about this one. But now let's take a look. What do people think about the new user interface of Roku? Well, Max almost said it's less bad than Apple's Liquid Glass, so they have got much done. Well, fair. Roku is getting worse all the time, and I'm that frog in the pot of water being brought to boil. I feel like Roku doesn't innovate at all. It's far from the previous, and a change like this doesn't add user value to most people. Fair enough. And someone is gonna recommend Apple TV or Google TV box with a third-party launcher installed. There you have it, guys. So it really depends if people are gonna like or if people are gonna hate this change or not. Because again, it really depends based on the user feedback. All right, what else do I have here? Right, the Nintendo Switch 2 YouTube app. So let's bring this up right now. Okay, so you can see that Google confirmed that the Nintendo Switch 2 app is coming soon. So the YouTube app for the original Switch took over a year and a half to arrive, but while that app isn't compatible with the Switch 2, we may not have to wait nearly as long on a version for Nintendo's new handheld. So Team YouTube is responding to Abnir1_0, which I believe they're asking why YouTube isn't supported on the Switch 2. So they left with this response. We're working with Nintendo to make YouTube available on the Switch 2 soon. So yeah, there you go, ladies and gents. At least we now know that the YouTube app for Nintendo Switch 2 will be on its way. Well, we do not know when it's going to be ready, but as far as we know, that the YouTube app for Switch 2 will be on the way. All right, so I think we're gonna go into a little bit of the entertainment now, and it's related to Warner Brothers Discovery splitting into two. So Warner Brothers Discovery has announced plans to split itself into two companies, separating its streaming and studios divisions from its linear television businesses. The split is expected to be completed by mid-2026 and is supposed to help maximize the potential of its portfolio of brands, according to the company. Warner Brothers Television, Warner Brothers Motion Picture Group, DC Studios, HBO, and HBO Max, alongside their respective film and television libraries, will fall under a new streaming and studios company. Another company, described as Global Networks, will run entertainment, sports, and news television brands, including CNN, Bleacher Report, the Discovery Plus streaming service, TNT Sports in the US, and Discovery TV channels across Europe. So, kinda interesting to say that Discovery Plus streaming will be on the global networks instead of streaming and studio. So, what does it mean for Discovery Plus streaming service, right? So, again, the future is uncertain for them, as we all know, Warner Brothers Discovery being Warner Brothers Discovery, and I'm not actually shocked to see that Discovery Plus streaming service is going to be going to be under Global Networks instead of Streaming and Studios, while HBO Max is under Streaming and Studios. WBD had previously announced plans in December to restructure its business into two operating divisions, with WBD serving as the parent company. Now, it's clear that was a precursor to this forthcoming split. Today's announcement doesn't mention leadership plans for WBD following the separation. So David Laszlo, who is the CEO of WBD, said the cultural significance of this great company and the impactful stories it has brought to life for more than a century have touched countless people all over the world. It's a treasured legacy we will proudly continue in this next chapter of our celebrated history. By operating as two distinct and optimized companies in the future, we are empowering these ironic brands with the sharper focus and flexibility they need to compete most effectively in today's evolving media landscape. In the internal company memo seen by Wall Street Journal reporter Joe Flint, Laszlo said that while work with since the Warner Media and Discovery merger in 2022 has been challenging at times, the company has made strong progress in returning our film and television studios to industry leadership. Final names up for the two companies were given, so it's not clear which will get the Warner Brothers brand. Laszlo will serve as president and CEO of Streaming and Studios, while Chief Financial Officer Gunnar Weidenfels will be president and CEO of the Global Networks company. Both will continue in their current roles at WBD until the separation. Global Networks will receive a 20% stake in the Streaming and Studio spinoff. So there you go. So that's what's going to happen to Warner Brothers Discovery in the next year or so. But there you go, ladies and gents. Again, it's WBD being WBD, and again, we do not know what the heck is going to happen with them at any time from now. All right, so we're going to take a break here. It looks like Mark Corrales has left the stage. I did see him being in the stage, but yeah, I didn't get to say hi, but that's okay. All right, anyway, we're gonna take a break, and actually before we take a break, I'm gonna check how many people are watching right now. So far on my phone, we have 2 people watching our 5-minute archive stream of Cool FM Primetime. And as for ASB Media, we have 2 people watching. Fantastic. We have 2 people watching. Okay, actually we have 1 for ASB Media, 2 for 5-minute archives, and 1 for Teacher and Cool FM, and none for Teacher and Cool Entertainment. Alright. With that, we're going to take a break now. It is now 7:11. Wow, 7:11, real. But yes, 7:11 in the evening, as we will return with more cover sessions right here on Asphere's Cafe. Our sponsors, Asphere's Aircon, Dream Cards Pizza, Capinoy Coffee, Melody Mart, and DLX Karaoke. Asphere's Cafe will return after these messages.
This program was brought to you by Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus. Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you. Capinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Capinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation. Melody Mart, your everyday vibe for convenience. And DLX Karaoke, ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan.
Trust. It's a bond that is nurtured for years, from generation to generation. At Asphere, our greatest accomplishment is earning the trust of millions of satisfied users in the Philippines alone. Making life cool and comfortable for over 100 years now. Asphere, the air conditioning expert. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Ang mas masarap na pizza ay andito na. Dream Cars Pizza, the finest pizza in the Philippines. Rich sauce, crispy crust, smooth creamy cheese. Maraming toppings to choose from. And not only that, may frozen pizza rin sila. Take your pizza on the go. Dream Cars Pizza. We make the pizza the Dream Cars way.
For deliveries, call 141-9191. That's 141-9191.
Dream Cars Frozen Pizza are also available in supermarkets near
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you.
Dream Car Karaoke po. Tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap. Kaya lumipat na ako sa bagong kape ng bayan.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Gawa sa purong Arabica at Robusta mula sa pinakamainit na puso ng Pilipinas. Piniling mabuti at inihanda ng may pagmamalasakit.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap. O mga Kapinoy, subukan nyo ng tikman ang lasa ng bayan.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Kapinoy Coffee, masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Mga Kapinoy, tikman nyo na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Tamang-tama lang tapang at sarap ng kape na tiyak na magigising ka. Kaya subukan na ang bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Cream mula sa FBS Manufacturing Corporation.
New at sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Subukan niyo na ang Melody Mart Onigiris. Maraming fillings na pwedeng pagpilian. May classics, locals, at premium fillings na suwag magpapasaya ng samyo.
Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart. Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Meron ulit tayong overload onigiris na mas pinalaki, mas maraming feelings.
Price starts at 55 pesos. Bumili na ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Melody Mart Onigiris. Price starts at 55 pesos. Available in Melody Mart outlets nationwide.
Melody Mart, your everyday vibe for convenience.
Uratex has won the Reader's Digest Trusted Brand 2025 Platinum Award Mattress category for the 17th year in a row. Uratex foam mattress continues to provide innovative, sustainable, and high-quality products to Filipinos as the most trusted sleep specialist.
Sakit ng tiyan, hilab, at pangangasim? Baka hyperacidity na yan. Hyperacidity? Target the acid with Kremel S tablet. Mag-Kremel S tab agad para ginhawa mula sa hyperacidity at sakit ng tiyan na kasama nito. Basta hyperacidity, mag-Kremel S tablet agad.
Unilab yan.
Aluminum hydroxide plus magnesium hydroxide plus silicone is the generic name of Kremel S. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
You're running late for the prom when something goes wrong. Nakapanit ako sapatos ng matangtang ang swela sa akong sapatos.
Hello? It's late. Where are you?
Crunch time. What you gonna do?
Keep cool with new Nestle Crunch Cookies and Cream. Vanilla ice cream with cookie bits coated in white chocolate and crisp cereal.
I got this. From my cool blue chucks to rock my white tux. K-O-K to the prom, I'm on my way. New Nestle Crunch Cookies and Cream ice cream. Keep cool with Crunch.
Girls, every Filipino deserves the gentlest care down there. Bakit di enough yung nakasanayan na? Dapat PH Care. For every Filipina, na, narito ang gentlest care mo. PH Care na para sa delicate area. PH Care na. PH Care for every Filipina. Our gentlest care. PH Level 5. See for every Filipina. Gentlest care for every day. Our gentlest care for every Filipina. Our gentlest care for your everyday freshness versus previous formulations with regular use. PH Care.
Pag 40s na at may high cholesterol o diabetes, nagkakaroon ng pamimitig at pangangalay dahil maaaring kulang sa vitamin B. Connie Reyes po! At ang payo ni Doc para dyan, Vanular. Tulong laban sa pamimitig at pangangalay so you can do more with your hands and feet with proper diet and a healthy lifestyle.
Not just 3 but 5 B vitamins. Vanular.
Vitamin B complex is the generic name of Vanular. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Break time means refreshing up time for me. Magnolia health tea and fruit drink refresh it up. Fits me to a T. Sabayan niyo akong tikman. From mango tropical rush to grapes juicy stir fry. Strawberry sweet, lemons kick, apples crisp fries. Fruity flavor for all
And we are back. It is now 7:18 in the evening as we continue our coffee on Espresso Coffee. And good evening, Mark. Welcome to our cafe. Good evening, Mark.
Hello.
Hello. What? How are you today?
Feeling good. My sore throat has now been gumaling na siya, and I think I'm ready to attend TQ later.
So, okay. So, is that why you were not able to attend the Buying Quarter yesterday and Monday?
Yes. I had sore throat.
Yeah. But at least you're feeling much better now, right?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Okay. Good to hear that you're recovered. All right. So now let's continue with our tech sessions, and this time we're going to GSM Arena. But first, we will get into weekly poll results. So let's just bring that up right now. Okay, it looks like the TOC team is still managing things. Well, I'll just let TOC do next thing. But okay, so here's the weekly poll results. As if TOC is gonna switch, but okay, so so the weekly polls are the following, and looks like the Honor 400 Pro is promising, but it and the Honor 400 can use a price cut. So here is the results of the Honor 400 Pro, and with over 256 votes, they're gonna buy it. While on the other option with 144 votes, they're gonna wait for the reviews. 190 votes, and they're gonna say nope, not at this price. And 160 will go with the other better high-end phones, and 30 said that it's not available in the market. And as for the Honor 400, they do say, yep, they are interested. 71, they're gonna depend on the review. 63, nope, not at this price. Over 153 are said there are better mid-range instead of Honor 400. Interesting. And 18, not available. Surprisingly, Honor 400 could have been better, but yeah, they're gonna stick with the other mid-rangers that are worth the price. So yeah, they're not interested in this one for Honor 400. But for the Honor 400 Pro, surprise, surprise, they're interested. All right. Now, as we head over to this week's poll, Yep, Realme GT7. Will you buy the Realme GT7 or the GT7 Pro? Let's take a look at these phones. So the Realme G7, well, it has. So the Realme, this is how GT7 looks like right here, and this is how the back looks like. And of course, you get a free case. Nice additional bonus for the case here. And the charger, surprise, they still include charger. Well, for the adapter, wait, you have to buy your own adapter. Okay. Well, but anyways, the GT7 has, according to GSM Arena, it has excellent build quality, a bright, colorful TPO display, good stereo sound, and solid camera performance. And it has MSD 94000E chipset, and has 120 watts fast battery charging. And as for GT7T, well, it has some. Well, it's a little bit cheaper than the GT7. Well, this one has some compromises here. So you get the non-LTPO display, or otherwise it's a 76.8 OLED panel with a 6000 nits big brightness, a mid-range Dimensity 84000 max chipset, and no telephoto camera. It's still IP69 rated, and it still has 7000 milliamp SiC battery with 120 watt charging. Well, again, GT70 has some compromises with which we will not get the LTPO display. While GT7 is more of position in the flagship. While GT70, well, it's going to be, I would say, mid-range friendly, but with some compromises, of course. Let's take a look at the graph here. So this is what we can expect with GT7. So you have, again, 7000 milliamp battery, signal catcher chip, Dimensity 94,000 E chipset, flagship chipset, 360-degree ultimate cooling, 6,000 nit Pro eSports display, AI travel snap camera, AI planner, AI gaming coach, and IP69. As for GT70, same as you have the same thing, signal catcher hologram. Well, it's not gonna be based on the chip. Well, you do have hologram right here. 84,000 max chipset, 360 ultimate cooling, iSense design. Same here, same. It's the same as on the right. So that's the GT7 and GT70. Now, as for the other mid-rangers, you have Poco F7 Ultra, OnePlus 13R, actually flagship devices, my bad, Galaxy S25 Plus, and Poco X7 Pro. Now, it's your turn to decide. Will you be buying the Realme GT7? You have yes, I want one, maybe not, but not at this price. No, I want the GT70 instead. No, there are better phones in this class, and it's not available near me. I will not count the none of the above since it's just going to be for fall results. And finally, for the G70, you have the same options. So, the poll will run until this weekend, so we will be taking a look at the weekly poll results on Monday. Alright, so Mark, what are your thoughts on the Realme GT7 and GT70?
No comment muna.
No comment? Alright. I'll get back to you later. Alright. So now we also have another one here. And this time it is about the Galaxy Z Fold 7. So let me just bring them up. Okay, here it is. So according to Samsung, the upcoming Z Fold 7 will be the thinnest and lightest foldable yet. They think so, huh? So last week, Samsung teased the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and claimed it would offer an ultra experience that goes beyond a simple list of upgraded features. So here is a teaser of the Galaxy Z Fold 7, which we will take a look at right now. Yeah, that's a very short teaser of what you can expect with the Galaxy Fold 7. Do I think they're right? Well, we'll see how that goes. Let's mark their words on it. But again, what do you guys think about the Z Fold 7? I'm just gonna take a look at the live stream right now because yeah. But it does look really thin. Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, Michael Morales, what do you say about this one? Or like, in your opinion, what do you think?
Very nice. If that's thinner, if that's thinnest, lightest, and most advanced foldable, I need to lock in my eyes in that phone.
That's a good take. So do you think their claim is correct, right? It is, right? Do you think their claim is right?
50-50.
There you go. Alright, so it's 50-50 according to Mark. Alright, aside from the Galaxy Z Fold 7, we also have the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic. Yup, they have the prototype that is on eBay. So the Squircle rumors, hello Mark, Squircle.
We're back in the Squircle moment, oh my god.
Alright, anyway, so the Squircle rumors are true. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 8 Classic will adopt a design similar to the Galaxy Watch Ultra. We say this because someone has a prototype watch and selling it on eBay. So the watch reports itself as OZXT, or maybe that's a 0 instead of an O. The model number is listed by the seller as SM-L505U, a 46mm watch, a classic with LTE and 64GB of storage. So this is the prototype of the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic, and I say that looks pretty interesting. So this is how it looks.
It is
expected. And as expected, if you're trying to pair with it, you will get an error. Unable to install, unexpected error. Again, obviously this is a prototype, and surprisingly, it's on eBay. I have yet to check if the listing is still up. So the leather strap comes in the retail box, though it likely varies depending on the watch color you choose. There's also a magnetic charging adapter with a USB-C plug at the end. The Galaxy Watch 8 Classic is expected to feature a rotating bezel, which was last seen on 2023's Watch 6 Classic. There is an extra body this time too. The crown, though, is probably not a rotating crown, sadly. You can see a fairly prominent speaker on the left side of the watch similar to the Ultra. The Galaxy Watch 8 series is expected to be powered by the same Exynos W1000 as the previous generation. Pretty not surprising, I would say, that since Samsung thinks that that chipset can still hold up well. Alright, so that is the Watch 8 Classic prototype. So, I want to hear your thoughts on this right now. What do you think?
First of all, it's Casio. It looks like Casio and Samsung Galaxy combined.
I see. Alright. I think we are running out of time for our fellow TVH Net reviewers, so that is all for the coffee this morning. To those who are watching us on TVH, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We will be back again tomorrow where we will do some another sessions also where I will try to catch up with the latest anime and gaming coffee sessions right here on Asphere's Cafe. Until then, my name is Cairo. Along with Mark Morales, the cafe is now closed. On behalf of filling in for Dream Car Karaoke and Hoshi Konimi, we will see you tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And we are back. It is now exactly 7:30 as we continue our coffee sessions right here on Asphere's Cafe, and we are live on TGN Entertainment, TGN Cool FM, and 5-Minute Archives via Cool FM Primetime Livestream, and ASP BDS YouTube channels, and on fictional family networks, we are live on LTV and XSF Plus. Okay, so let's see what else I have done. Oh yeah. Qualcomm and Samsung's first trifold smartphone. Oopsie daisy. Okay. Alright, here it is. Here's the Qualcomm news on the other hand, which is set to acquire Alphawave's Semi for $2.4 billion, who is a chip designer. So Qualcomm announced it has reached an agreement to acquire British chip design firm Alphawave Semi in a deal that's reportedly valued at $2.4 billion. The deal will play a key role in Qualcomm's growth across the data center market while complementing an Orion mobile CPU and Hexagon NPU development. Alphawave also holds key IP across custom silicon chips, AI and connectivity products. It also has industry-leading high-speed connectivity solutions for autonomous vehicles and solid-state storage. And here is the statement from Tony Pialis, who is the president and CEO of Alphawave Semi. Qualcomm's acquisition of Alphawave Semi represents a significant milestone for us and an opportunity for our business to join forces with a respected industry leader and drive value to our customers. By combining our resources and expertise, we will be well positioned to expand our product offerings, reach a broader customer base, and enhance our technological capabilities. Together, we will unlock new opportunities for growth, drive innovation, and create a leading player in AI compute and connectivity solutions. So, the recall of Huawei was founded in 2017. As of 2023, it had over 829 employees and is forecast to reach an addressable market of $39 billion by 2027. The Qualcomm acquisition deal will now have to pass UK regular approval, and if all goes well, it should be completed in the first quarter of 2026. So that is the news of Alphawave Semi getting acquired by Qualcomm for $2.4 billion. But wait, there's more. We did talk about the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic, but we also have the Samsung news for the trifold smartphone, which will sadly be disappointing in the charging department. So Samsung has long been rumored to be outing its first trifold smartphone, a la the Huawei Mate XT later this year. Whether it's going to be announced alongside the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Galaxy Z Flip 7 at its next Unpack event in New York in early July remains to be seen. Regardless, the device is currently engaged in the global certification dance. Specifically, it's been spotted in China's 3C database. This certification has revealed that the phone will only support 25-watt wire charging. Of course, our certification in China also confirms that the handset will launch over there. The trifold smartphone has the model number SM-F9680, where the suffix signifies a phone intended for the Chinese market. Across the world, it will be SM-F968X, with the last character changing depending on market. SM-F968 has previously been associated with the trifold device. Unsurprisingly, the 3C certification also reveals the fact that Samsung will ship the trifold smartphone without a charger in the box. According to past leaks, the device will have a 9.96-inch folding screen and a 6.54-inch cover display and will weigh 296 grams. Its release might be very geographically limited. So there you go. That's the news regarding regarding Samsung's trifold smartphone. And again, unfortunately, if you're expecting 45-watt fast charging, too bad. It's only gonna support up to 25-watt charging. There you go. Alright, do I have anything more else in my list? Alright, I think that is all for what I have here. Yeah, I think that is all for what I have in the list. So let's now head over to Anime Cafe. Since it's Wednesday, we're gonna head over to Anime Cafe and we're going to take a look at Anime News Network. Actually, Anime Quarter first. Why not? Let's do Anime Quarter. So let me bring that up right now. Where is it? There it is. Alright, ladies and gents, let's get into the first headline for the Anime Cafe. And yes, Cloverworks is not done with the with the anime season, as they're gonna bring My Dress Up Darling Season 2. The Franklin Flower blooms with dignity, and Rascal does not dream of Santa Claus. The biggest three anime will be premiering this summer from Cloverworks. So once again, these are My Dress Up Darling, the Franklin Flower blooms with dignity, and Rascal does not dream of Santa Claus. We're gonna get into that right now. So Cloverworks is preparing to dominate this summer 2025 anime season with the triple release of Romance series, all premiering on the same day, July 5, 2025. You heard that right. July 5, 2025. My Dress Up Darling, The Franklin Flower blooms with dignity, and Rascal does not dream of Santa Claus will all premiere on the same date. Yes, you heard that right. It's gonna be jam-packed with some excitements. And I'm actually excited for My Dress Up Darling too. I'm actually more excited for My Dress Up Darling and the Franklin Flower Blues with Dignity, which I also have the same interest with Hoshi Konimi. Yes, ladies and gents. And also on the third one as well. Not to forget that one. So yeah, I would definitely be looking forward to all of these three Cloverworks anime that will be set to be released this summer. So yeah, and on the fan-made lore, Hoshi anime will be grabbing dibs exclusively. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Hoshi anime will be grabbing dibs on the Franklin Flower Blues with Dignity. Aside from Hoshi anime, also FPS will be taking that. My Dress Up Darling, on the other hand, will be premiered on Hoshi Anime and ASB Media's CNext. And for Rizzo Does Not Dream of Santa Claus, it will be on Hoshi Anime exclusively as a cable channel. So that's the family lore. Again, all big three of Cloverworks will be set to air this July 5. And again, it will be aired. The respective animes will be aired on Hoshi Media, FPS, and CNext. Yes, exciting, right? So yeah. So mark your calendars, ladies and gents. We're gonna binge watch. Actually, we're gonna watch series by series or anime by anime, with starting with My Dress of Darling, The Franklin, Flower Blues with Dignity, and Risco Does Not Dream of Summer Boss. And now let's take as for the rest of the anime headlines. I'm gonna look for one, so give me a moment. Let's head over to Anime News Network, or I should say ANN. Okay, so we have some news. We have some recent anime news, and that is a couple of Gokus. Remember a couple of Gokus? Yes, if you recall, that anime was around in 2022, and now they're back with season 2, and they're gonna premiere this July 8th. So Kadokawa unveiled the key visual made promotional video, and July 8th premiered for the second season of a couple of Gokus. So it also unveils the opening theme song Kimi ga Kureta Mono, or What You Gave Me by singer Asmi. I will not be playing with the audio for copyright reasons, but we're gonna take a look at the visual. So this is what the visual looks like for a couple of Goku season 2. So it is expected to premiere this July 8th on Japanese networks such as Tokyo MX and on the streaming services with Abema and the anime stores in Japan, which is gonna be at 11 p.m. Japanese Standard Time. It will then air on BSN TV at 11:30 p.m. and on KBS Kyoto and Sun TV at 1 a.m. Japanese Standard Time, which is July 9th. And for the streaming, for global streaming rather, Kajio will be streaming the anime and will also host a premiere screening at this year's Anime Expo on July 3rd. There you go. So that is a couple of Goku's season 2. It is now 7:40 in the evening as we will be continuing our coffee sessions until 8 o'clock right here on Asphere's Coffee. Our sponsors, Asphere's Aircon, Dream Cards Pizza, Kapinoy Coffee, Melody Mart, and DLX Karaoke. With that, don't go anywhere. Our coffee will be right back after the break.
This program was brought to you by Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus. Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you. Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation. Melody Mart. Your everyday vibe for convenience. And DLX Karaoke. Ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan.
Trust. It's a bond that is nurtured for years, from generation to generation. At Asphere, our greatest accomplishment is earning the trust of millions of satisfied users in the Philippines alone. Making life cool and comfortable for over 100 years now. Asphere, the air conditioning expert. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Ang mas masarap na pizza ay andito na. Dream Cars Pizza, the finest pizza in the Philippines. Rich sauce, crispy crust, smooth creamy cheese, maraming toppings to choose from. And not only that, may frozen pizza rin sila. Take your pizza on the go. Dream Cars Pizza. We make the pizza the Dream Cars way.
For deliveries, call 141-9191. That's 141-9191.
Dream Cars Frozen Pizza are also available in supermarkets near
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you.
Dream Car Karaoke po, tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Pinoy coffee.
Masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Pinoy coffee.
Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Pinoy coffee. If it's coffee, it's Pinoy coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation.
New, ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Subukan niyo na ang Melody Mart Onigiris. Maraming feelings na pwedeng pagpilian. May classics, locals, at premium feelings na suwag magpapasaya ng samyo.
Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart. Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Biking, meron rin tayong overload onigiris na mas pinalaki, mas maraming feelings.
Price starts at 55 pesos. Bumili na ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Melody Mart Onigiris. Price starts at 55 pesos. Available in Melody Mart outlets nationwide.
Melody Mart, your everyday vibe for convenience.
Sa tulong ng Revicon Forte, may palag ang lakas mo. Sagat ka na ba? Umapalan ba? Sa Revicon Forte, kahit pagod ka na, may ibubugay ka pa. Sa Revicon Forte, may palag ang lakas mo.
Proper diet and exercise. Yun yan. Multivitamins, minerals, amino acids is the generic name of Revicon Forte. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Kasama mo ang himlayang Pilipino. Laging handa baunin ang alaala ng iyong mga mahal sa buhay. Ang himlayang Pilipino ay naghahatid ng mga affordable na libingan hanggang sa mas magagarang mga mausoleo para sa mga pribadong pagdidilay. Para sa mga kalagdagang impormasyon, maaari kayong tumawag o mag-text sa 0968-896-4850. Pumunta sa himlayangpilipino.org o sa aming Facebook, Himlayang Pilipino Incorporated, at Instagram, HPI Memorial Park.
Sa panahon ngayon, kau ba'y sigurado? Kau ba'y protektado? Ang pamilya ay i-shield mo. Laban sa bakterya, i-shield mo. Laban ng matibay, i-shield mo.
Shield Bath Soap. Patay ang 99.9% of bacteria and virus tested. Bilib ang mga eksperto sa Philippine Nurses Association.
Sa sakit protektado, i-shield mo. Pamilya'y protektado, i-shield mo.
Shield Bath Soap, manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified, world-class quality.
Are you looking for a place to cool yourself down? Do you wish to find refresher that pops? Then go visit Soda Pop. Pop the party with flavor with Soda Pop. Located in the city of Taguig, Soda Pop brings you an alternative to those average milk tea shops that's too expensive. They have a wide variety of flavors including strawberry, blueberry, green apple, raspberry, to name a few. They also have 2 sizes to choose from, perfect for every scenario. Whether you can drink and chill at home or bond with your friends, Soda Pop is here to stay. Price starts at 39 pesos SRP, so you don't need to worry about your pockets going empty. So, choose Soda Pop. Pop the party with flavor, where every sip is a celebration. Soda Pop, now with flavors of strawberry, blueberry, green apple, raspberry, and more. Starting at 39 pesos. Soda Pop. Pop the party with flavor, where every sip is a celebration.
Para di madaling masira ang ngipin ng pamilya, ngayon pa lang,
Unique toothpaste for brushing every after kumain.
dahil ang unique toothpaste may Max Protect formula.
Ngipin ay Max Alaga, Max Protektado pa.
Helps stop cavities even before they start, while keeping breath fresh with regular use.
Unique toothpaste for brushing para siguraduhin ngipin ay Max Alaga, Max Protektado pa. Unique
Max Alaga, Max Protectado with unique toothpaste maximum fluoride protection. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing. ISO certified world-class quality.
ACS.
And we are back. It's now 7:49 in the evening as we continue our coffee sessions right here on Asphere's Cafe. Okay, so I almost completely forgot, guys. Let me just bring up Reddit and head over to r/YouTube Premium because, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube Premium family price is going to increase eventually to other regions. So let me just head over to r/YouTube Premium, and you guys can see right here that yup, you can already see that they are already reporting that they're receiving a price increase, at least for the family plan in Australia and also reportedly France too. So wonder why YouTube is jacking up the prices once again. So let's start with the first one. As you guys can see in the screenshot, in France, I have left a comment on what region is this because he didn't specify what country is it, but I do know now it's France. So YouTube is in France is going to increase for the YouTube Premium family to 30 euros. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. And you can see is that Don Numo, it is France. So thank you, .unmo, for pointing that out. So yeah, thank you so much for pointing that out. Yuck, for a price increase, no? I still do use YouTube Premium. I use it a lot because, again, I really don't like. I dislike ads, right? I dislike watching ads on YouTube, so that's why I bought YouTube Premium for a purpose. So yeah, again, I have also heard that I bought YouTube Premium solely just to watch YouTube without ads, right? And also to pay for what I get, right? Again, okay, so also, I have also received a word that they're already starting to crack down on third-party tools like user command, which again, I'm afraid I will not be able to mention on my show because again, I do not want to get community requests, right? So yeah, again, so yeah, we do have a price increase in France. It's gonna go up to 2 euros, and for Australian users, it's gonna increase to 40 Australian dollars. Yep, 40 Australian dollars. I wonder why. Once again, I wonder why are they doing this in the first place? And they're already complaining, this is insane. These price increases never stop. And Chinese Twist, not Chinese, sorry. Cheese Twist 13 pointed out that it's not even 12 months and yet they are already jacking up prices. Like, damn, are you kidding me, right? I'm not even surprised anymore. Like, yeah, I get it. We are living in the world of inflation, I know. But YouTube jacking the prices up, like, oh my goodness, that's insane, right? And yeah, but pretty sad to say that they're really cracking down on, not cracking down, not cracking down, but sad to say that they're already increasing the prices. That is not even a year has passed, guys. Not even a year. Has passed and they're already increasing the prices. Sad, I know, really sad. And I think that is all for what I see on r/YouTube Premium. But wait, there's more. There's also a complaint on r/YouTube related to the family plan price increase. Let me just find it here. There you go. Another price hike on the way. Another price hike on the way. Seriously? They're complaining already. See, people are already complaining about the price increase. Not surprised, all right? I'm not surprised. Let me just explain. So if I head over to pay memberships, well, I'll just read the comments for a second. But you can see, YouTube made around $36 billion from ad revenue alone last year. I do not know if this is true, and it is said people they get they wonder why people use but yeah, they use a tool that doesn't show ads, obviously. So yeah, 7 euros increase in France, 30% increase, ridiculous. I agree, but wow, price increase, huh? We are already seeing the reports of Australian and French users seeing their family plan price, or I should say YouTube Premium family plan price going up. Yuck. Yuck. Alright, so let's take a look at my YouTube Premium right now. So if I head over to youtube.com, I'll just going to hide it right now, so I'm not going to show you my homepage of recommendations. I'm just going to head over to paid memberships. Yes, paid memberships, purchases and memberships. There you go. Okay, so you can see the primary plan is still here in the Philippines. Mind you guys, the family plan price for YouTube Premium is still priced at 379 pesos, not including tax, not including 12% VAT tax, but it's still priced at 379 pesos. Again, not including tax. So at this point, YouTube is not increasing the price in the Philippines, but Australia and France. I know, this is heartbreaking. If YouTube does increase it, well, too bad. I have no choice, but I have to accept the change. Because again, I pay for YouTube Premium solely because I want YouTube with no ads, okay? I also watch YouTube a lot on the TV. Of course, I watch YouTube on TV a lot, that is, alright? And my sister also watches YouTube Premium. Even my fellow friend is also watching YouTube. So again, only time will tell if YouTube is gonna crack down on sharing it with outside household members. But again, I'm currently only sharing with one outside household member. I don't know if YouTube is gonna crack that down sooner, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm still paying for YouTube Premium regardless because again, I do not like ads. Okay. Now let's get back to Anime Cafe, and yes, we're 4 minutes away before our cafe closes. So yeah, let's see what else do we have here. Okay, so now let's get back to Anime Cafe, and that is Reborn as a Vending Machine. Remember this anime? Yes, it's getting a second season, and now we have a date, the premiere date that is set for July 2. So the staff for this set title, which is Reborn as a Vending Machine, revealed today that the key visual, main promotional video, new cast members, and the July 2 premiere, which is, yeah, it's set to premiere on July 2 for the second season of the set anime. The video reveals and previously opening theme song Mirai Cider, or features Cider by Radio. So here is the visual, or I should say main visual of the Reborn as a Vending Machine. And all I can say is that pretty interesting if you guys ask me. So yeah, that's how it looks like. And as for the cast members, Hibai will be voiced by Yoshitsugu Matsuoka. Kiko will be voiced by a famous voice actor, Ri Takahashi. Nice one. And well, Hirumi will be voiced by Kotomi Ihara. Who is replacing Shiki Akui, who went on hiatus. Yeah, rather. So as for the premiere date, it will premiere on Tokyo MX. It will premiere on Tokyo MX and on the streaming services E Anime Store Unext and Anime Hodai on July 2 and 10 p.m. Japanese Standard Time. It will then air on BS and TV at 11 p.m. and on ATX at 11:30 p.m. So that is Reborn as a Vending Machine Season 2. Okay, so we are into last 2 minutes before our coffee is closed. Excuse me. Okay, and since we're running out of time, we're going to focus on more of the voice actors now. So Otakon 2025, ladies and gents. Otakon 2025. So it will be hosted by Ayana Katetasu Nakamura and martial artist Chika Mitsube and Sai Neikawa. So yeah, these are the stars that will be hosted. Uh-oh. Why am I echoing? Oh. 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 Okay, thank you, therapy. Okay. Alright, so yeah. Hoshi, you're here. Good evening, by the way. I was just about to finish it. But yeah, good evening, Hoshi.
Have you finished? Have you reported the three big romance anime from Cloverworks earlier?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I did. Yes.
Let's go.
Okay.
Anyways, good evening, guys.
Anyway, so you guys, so yeah, so I will be quick. It's exactly 8, but we're gonna be quick here as I do not see our fellow TRO staff in the moment. But yes, the staff for Otakon 25 announced on Monday that it will host voice actors Ayana Taketatsu and Kana Nakamura, manga artist Chika Mitsube and Sai Nekawa, and manga editor Takumi Kamemeru at this event. So there you go. That's the quick news of Otakon 2025. And I do not even know what Otako, but let's see what even it is that here, which we'll get into that right now. Let's see what that means. And just wait for it to load here. Okay, so basically, I think this is more of the voice actors event. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is more focused on voice actors event. All right. Since we still do not have the main host of TRO at the moment, we will have some after talk discussions with our fellow guest host, Mark Morales, and of course our co-host Hoshi Konimi. All right, Hoshi Konimi. Do you have anything, Thomas, we can talk about while we wait for the TRO host?
All right, so let's go back to the three big romance anime that will get produced by Cloverworks, and it will airing on July. Okay, let's talk about one of these topic. One of the anime there, the most anticipated new anime romance series, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. I really love that series so much. Not because of not just only because of the characters or anything, but because of how did they tell the story, the unique story between Karoko and Rintaro. And Cairo, what are your opinions about or what are your thoughts about Karo Hanawa Rinto Sako or The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity? And are you gonna watch it next anime season?
Oh, definitely. I will be watching that alongside My Dress Up Darling and Riscal Does Not Leave Off a Santa Claus. Because, yeah, My Dress Up Darling is my favorite. I am looking forward to My Dress Up Darling along with this anime that Hoshi introduced me to the series. So, I will be looking forward to that as well.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Wait, are you gonna watch anime? Are you gonna start watching anime, Mark?
Yeah, I've been watching One Piece because it's my favorite.
Okay.
Cairo.
Yeah.
I kid you not. The series was so big that even GMA News reported it.
Wow! No way! I mean, yes, GME Integrated News reported about the upcoming seasonal anime, and honestly, I was not expecting the mainstream media outlets in the Philippines to report this, but oh my goodness, Hoshi, oh my goodness.
Not just only once, twice. They did it twice.
Twice,
The first one was last March, and the second one was the recent one. So, oh my goodness. Wow. There are I can finally say that there are Karohana fans at the GMA premises. I would definitely say that.
Okay, that is interesting. Now that makes me wonder in the future if GMA will be acquiring that in the next few years or so. If that makes me wonder if GMA will be acquiring that.
They
But
should do.
I mean, the
They
streaming
should
rights
do.
is Netflix. Obviously, the streaming rights will be Netflix, but the TV airing, I'm not sure.
It depends actually.
Yeah. Again, it's
But who
streaming on
knows?
Netflix. Who knows? Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows? At the end of the day, what if GMA bought the anime and make it Tagalog dub? Wow. Wow.
Wonder.
Just
I
wow.
wonder if that will happen. Well,
Mm.
if they see the demand, if they see enough demand for that, likely they will air it on GMA in Tagalog.
Oh yeah. I remember Spy Family airing on GMA in Tagalog
Yeah,
dub.
same. I sadly they didn't air the second season of Spy Family, but they did air the season one of Spy Family. I'm not sure if they aired the part two of the season one of Spy Family, but I do know that Spy Family season one aired on GMA. But not I'm not sure about part two. But season two not confirmed yet. But part one
Yeah.
confirmed. Part two I'm not sure. I have not seen the Tagalog dub on GMA yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, for as Paragus mentioned earlier, the fragrant flower blooms with dignity, along with My Dress Up Darling and Rascal Does Not Dream of a Bunny Girl Senpai Season 2 will be airing on the same day, July 5, and produced by Cloverworks. That's pretty much all.
That's right. That's right.
Anyways, where's Mark Morales?
I think he left. I think he
Oh.
left. I don't know why he kept consistently leaving. I'm not sure why, but yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah. Oh yeah, let's talk about something else for now. And apparently, I covered YouTube premium price increase earlier, and womp womp, Australia and France are getting family plan price increase. And guess
Oof.
how much does it cost in Australia now, Hoshi? Guess how much does it cost in Australia for the family plan? Guess how much does it cost?
How much? How much?
I kid you not, 40 Australian dollars. That is going up from 33 Australian dollars, which is now $7 increase. I'm kid you not,
What?
$7 increase. Australian dollars increase, mind you. 40. It's now $40 Australian dollars in for the family
What?
plan.
No.
And in France, from what I heard on Reddit, it's 30 euros. 30 euros. That is a massive price increase. It's not even a year, mind you. It's not even a year. Oh shit. It's not even a year. Yeah, it's not even a year. I kid you not, it's not even a year.
Anyways, where's TCP?
Let's check. We have MSA in the stage, but TCP is still not in the stage as of this time. Supposedly by now there will be TRO, the revival of TRO, but TCP is not in the stage. But supposedly he's active on Discord, but I see no response from TCP at this time. So I'll just wait for TCP to join before we close this cafe session. All right, so we have. Let's see what else do we. I have topics in my mind right now. So, right. Let me check. What else can I talk about right now? Okay, so since I have already covered everything I have today, but since this is a after session here, but again, I do not see TCP in the stage, which is gonna take a while for me to end the show.
Okay,
But
can you contact him?
I
By any
did.
chance?
I did already, but he's not replying. Wait, I'll try again. I'll try again. All right. Sorry if you can hear a little bit of dead air, but hopefully you can hear it of background music. So let me check when was the last time he was active. Okay, so last time he was active was around 7:39 p.m. Obviously, I'm not gonna read the messages for privacy reasons, but he was last active. He was last active. Last active was at 7:39 p.m. Yeah, yeah. So I'm just waiting at any time now from TCB to join station, and then we can safely conclude the show. So okay.
Overtime, overtime.
I know
For some
overtime.
reason.
I know how should. Oh wait, Mark is back. Let's invite him back. Mark. All right, there you go, Mark. All right, so Mark, what happened earlier?
It's so hard to transfer phones. Real.
You have other phones?
Yeah, this is my new main Infinix, the one that I said in story time geometric that has been bent due to reasons.
Wait, what happened to your old phone? What happened to your old phone?
Well, still a backup.
How old is your new phone, by the way? How old is your new phone?
3 months.
3 months? And what's the model number? I forgot again. I'm gonna look it up.
It's Infinix Hot 50i.
Infinix. Oh wait, Infinix Hot 50i. I'm gonna check
Dream,
GSM Arena right now. Okay,
dream,
so this phone is from 2024. Interesting, and it has Android 14. Nice. So, what are your specs? What are your specs of your phone? Does your phone have 8 gigabytes of RAM or 6?
Wait a minute, I'm just gonna check. I
You
think I
can
have
check by
8.
heading to settings, and then you should see the about phone, and you should see your specs.
Yep, I have 8 gigabytes of RAM.
What's your storage? What's your storage?
256.
Nice. That's the highest configuration you can get. That's the highest configuration you got here. Nice one, Mark. Nice one. So
Yep.
yeah, I hope that phone doesn't go doesn't act up like it does. But yeah, I just hope.
Good choice, good choice.
Yeah, I agree, MSA. You're right. Good choice. Very good. So yeah, that's a Hot 50i. Again, very good choice. Okay, so yeah, all right.
So we just proceed to automation for now, since
Depends. It depends. Still not seeing MSA. If we do not see the Jimmy, sorry, how do I say that? But if we do not see TCP by 8:15, then you're gonna have to end the show, and then we will proceed with the music automation. Meaning, if TCP doesn't have, if TCP doesn't join, if there's no indication from TCP at all before 9, that is 9 p.m. will be Tampang quarter plus 2. That means automatic music automation. So TOC team, in any case, if TCP doesn't show up for TRO, I highly suggest you should start preparing your music list by now. Take note of that.
I think
TOC team.
he is. I think he's online right now.
Just in case, huh? Just in case. But he's online. He's online. Yes, I see he's online, but no response. No response. It's either he's eating dinner or he's sleeping. It could be either that. It's either he's eating dinner or he's sleeping.
Or probably he's doing. I cannot mention it.
Yeah, don't.
Somehow.
Yeah.
It's a dirty joke, by the way. So yeah, I definitely not gonna mention here.
Yeah. Of course. This is crazy. The US is the worst in the world for piracy. Manga piracy hits 46.57 billion visits in 2024. Anime piracy is ranked number 2 for TV piracy for MUSO report. Again, according to Anime Corner. We'll report that tomorrow for more details, aside from Gaming Cafe.
Wow,
Streaming giants to become the latest group to target VPNs in a bid to combat piracy. That will also be covered tomorrow, aside from Gaming Cafe too.
Okay, I think Cairo, it's almost 8:15. So we end the program now because okay. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's 8:15. We were gonna say goodbye to our
Let's say
audience.
goodbye now. So that is all for the cafe tonight. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. We will be back again tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. And as to why we are doing combined, because I didn't get to do my show on Mondays and Tuesdays. So that means you'll get to hear the news of the tech, anime, and gaming cafe combined tomorrow. Until then, I'm Cairo alongside with Macarolis and you, Hoshi.
And alongside with Dream Car, and my name is Hoshi, and the cafe is now closed.
With that, we shall see you tomorrow. And in the meantime, music automation. And if TCP is available, TRO is next. Goodbye for now. The cafe is over.
Asphere Cafe is produced by ETON Entertainment and ASP Media.